We're here, but there's nowhere to work. Tough about making the best of a bad job. The original plan was to back into one lane, pull out and then reverse into that side, but as I was backing round that corner just to get round, the trailer just slipped down the slope. Off it went. It decided to go on its own. So I had no option but just to follow it round. And luckily it just fitted. But wow. So, this might not end well. I really did think that this might be really tricky. But it wasn't tricky, it was fine. So the next job, we're off to Alkenmuir Barracks. Scene of the Krypton Factor, if you're old enough to remember the Granada TV. And what was the guy's name? Was it Rupert Burns? I can't think now. So we're off there. Funny, isn't it? Mini Moxies there. So that's the army camp I've just been. Obviously, can't film army camps. The modern eye dreamer. Nice people that were like civilian work, range staff that maintain the ranges and do all the groundworking for them. So they weren't army people, they were just normal people. I used to come here when I was a kid, in the army cadets. And it's really modern. When I came, it wasn't this nuts, it was like wooden scout huts that were all damp and drafty. And now it's like it's designed for army cadets, and it looks more like an adventure centre than anything. Very smart. Lunchtime at last. I am famished. Absolutely starving today. So a quick check around this. Got this from the army camp. So giving this a go. These elasticated straps to hold these chocks in place. And so far it's working. You can see there how it's attached on that one. So ideally, if I've got a Moxie on, when this comes out, there's holes along there, so I can be able to put the thing in and hook it round, and that'd be a nice idea to use that. Well, I thought I'd give it a try with this mini Moxie, and yeah, it seems to work. Brilliant. Well, I needed that break. I was absolutely famished. Thank goodness for that. So back in the yard in a minute, 20 minutes. Moving these away from this corner. I think the bases for these cabins, these things, I don't know. For services, tanks perhaps. and then hopefully we'll get around there. We'll see, eh? Looks like one of the lads has already been, so I think we might do it. Monday, we're done. 913 office over there. We're going to get that crusher that we took on Saturday. Going to collect it and take it to a job in Darwin that, as I remember, is a fairly awkward little spot. But that is tomorrow's issue, nothing to do today. So it's time to go home and get my tea. Tracy's working late tonight, so I'm going to have to rustle up my own tea. Crisis. Oh no. Drew's got that big 250 on. Well, I've got a couple of 250s and a 210 to do as well, so we've got plenty on tomorrow. So thank you for watching, folks. Tuesday morning. And we're off to go and get that J42 dropped off on Saturday. If you notice here, we've got a little gap. But the overall length of the combination is still 18 metres, just less. So that's allowable. So, if more than likely my viewers will know this, but low loaders are allowed to be 80 metres long. That's for crusher on. It's 10 minutes past 9. So that's great, that is. Bargo ends at 9 o'clock in Lancashire. It's sort of like 50 minutes work to get it on and swept off and chained on right and everything, and 30 minutes just to get there. But it's got to be on right. That's how it is. It's just how it is. It's not an alternative version of that, is it? Jamie in action. I drove past it, can you imagine? I actually drove past it. I went, nah, it can't be that now, it's too easy. And when the DXIs are working across the road, and he came out and went, no, it's in there, mate, you're okay, keep up the videos. Cheers. So if you're watching on Saturday, mate, thank you very much, cheers, I know what you mean. That was not too painful, got to say, that really wasn't. So if you look to my left, these are the boys from DXI, gave me a bit of a moral support for the channel. Cheers, lads. Got to say, you've done some work on that place. That is extraordinary. Given the condition it was in when you started, fair play to all of you. Very good crew, DXI. Very good crew. Beating off. Somehow I managed to drive past that. There you go. I got this one from Burnley, and we just managed to get to these services before the embargo. Well, actually I went about 10 minutes over, but you got to park somewhere, and I wasn't going to be able to park in Burnley. So we're here. It's been East Lancs all day today. So what have we got? 40 minutes before we can crack on, go and get this machine off. Get home and get me tea. Let's get out of here, be careful. That walking floor lorry on my near side is a bit close. Taking his window off. So that's the embargo finished. We're only here for an hour and 40 minutes, so don't need to pay for parking. So the roads are safer because I've been parked up for an hour and 40 minutes instead of just getting on home and getting the machine off. But well, it's not me that makes the rules, is it? So we are where we are with it. Some people might say the roads are safer if I'm parked up anyhow. We're back. So we've time enough to get this off tomorrow because it is late o'clock now. So we're going to bob this off, do a local job with an 8-tonner and a dumper. Goes to over there, I think. The cat and the way it's pointing away from us, I should imagine. I can't see the new one going out on this job. And then we're taking another cellar. But this one's going to Eggborough, and for the life of me I can't remember where Eggborough is. I thought it was near Liverpool, but apparently it's not. It's in Yorkshire somewhere. I'm sure someone will enlighten me. I'll find out tomorrow anyhow. Okay, so that's Tuesday done. Take care folks, hopefully see you tomorrow. It's brew time, so we'll take a chance to quick look round this. I didn't have to put that on the neck, but it just puts a bit more weight on the front. Get them clean, Ollie and the lads. Yeah, they're rock solid, they are. Yeah, I much prefer using a strap and a protector on a boom. For some reason, just chains just seem to come undone. I have no idea why. You think you've got them rock solid and they're not. So I just use a strap. There's some squabbling about it on the internet, but I can't see what's wrong with that really. Yeah. So she's there. So I think you look a bit cod with a digging bucket on the edge when it's on it when a 20-tonner. Oh, and given the movement order, it just sort of like balanced out. It's put like 8 ton on every axle, which is brilliant. That it's nice even load. Okay, pretty time. Over there, let's go. Oh, they're smashing there. Should be careful. Shouldn't be commenting on the weather. Learned that lesson before. Should learn by now. So I've got my brew. Got some bickies provided by the lovely Tracy at home. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, much appreciated. And now we should be able to get to the brew in one go and get most of the way back. Stop for lunch and hopefully get back. Now I met a young plant fitter in the yard the other day. A nice chap he was, but he wishes to remain anonymous. But what he did say is, can you mention Emma's dad, David, who watches a channel every Sunday afternoon? So there you go, David, I've mentioned. And thanks for watching, I much appreciate it, mate. You know, I can't say this enough. I truly appreciate anybody who watches the channel. It's if you get what I'm doing with it, that's smashing. And the reception I get off everyone I meet is always kind and enthusiastic. So I guess I'm doing something right. I hope so. But I can only be myself anyhow, can't I? Believe me. Things like, I'm not an actor, I'm not a trained actor, I'm not a trained TV presenter, I'm just a guy who likes driving lorries around. I always thought automatic cars were a thing that made motorists quite aggressive, because you can accelerate faster than Mario Andretti could with an automatic car, because it just does it for you, doesn't it? Go on, mate, get around, that's the one. And people aren't necessarily being aggressive, don't realise that they are. They just press, you know, this is my job. Driving a lorry is my job. It's something I have to take back quite seriously and think about it quite seriously. A person who goes to work in an office or teach at school or be a nurse isn't thinking about how they drive. They're just in a car going to where they want to be. They might like cars, they might be interested, they might not have no interest whatsoever. So an automatic car, you just press the go pedal and poof, off you go. Now we've got electric cars which accelerate faster. I bet an electric car, I don't know this for certain, I bet you an electric car can accelerate faster than a 1970s Grand Prix racing car. I bet you it will go faster. From 0 to 60, I bet the time is about the same, if not faster. The things are all massive because of the batteries, and the people who drive them are the most disinterested motorists you can think of. So I'd say it's quite a sketchy recipe, isn't it, really? So you've got people who particularly probably hate driving, to be quite honest, who just press the go pedal, look at the front of the bonnet and crack on. When I just came face to face with a lady in there with the children in the car going far too fast. Never mind there's a lorry and it's a building site. Far too fast for a residential housing estate. Residential housing estate, cars all over the place, kids just finishing school. You don't want to be going more than 10 miles an hour in a car. I'll tell you that now. And even that's sketchy. Around the blind corner, no, straight round, because it's always okay. It's always clear. Of course it's always clear. Till it's not, is it? And then you're explaining to one of your neighbours why he ran one of the kids over when they're out on the bike. Wednesday, we're done. You can see the crafty roll plates in there. There's a bracket inside that skip, so it's been perfect for running a strap over to hold them in. So you don't just want to drive around with roll plates and a skip, do you? But where this is getting left, there won't be a machine to get them out, so we need to do it like that. Unless I'm going to pick them off with my teeth or something. So that's where we're at, Dreamer. We're going to move Dave's 380 and then we're going to go and get that crusher from the Lake District tomorrow. So plenty on. Yeah, it's been a good day today. Nice to go out somewhere. Funny, you know, you think, well, we'll have it. It's nice to go for a nice long drive, but crikey, it's tiring, isn't it? Driving for all day long, it is really tiring. When you're used to jumping in and out all day, it's a bit more active, isn't it? But oh well, it's nice to have a change of it and a day out. So that's Wednesday night done, folks. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. Job one. I was on here when this was a quagmire, and now we're just finishing off, just tidying up for the nice people who live here. We'll be here in a bit. We'll just get this off. The agency driver's here for the machine, and get me strap off the back, and we'll get going. And I've a bit of tidying up to do, not too much. So this is my good friend Dave's last day, so he's handed over the reins to, handed over the keys to the Volvo to Neal. So I'm sure we'll capture it very well soon. There you go, let's get it going in now. When you come to get a crusher in a yard, you don't mind it when it looks like that, do you? We're just at TV, actually in the abnormal load area. Very good. Shush is on. We've got about 10 minutes to go. We've not had to wait the entire embargo, we've worked it. Cumbria doesn't have an embargo, just Lancashire that affects me today. So I'll give it another 10 minutes here, finish my brew, and we'll be off with this old girl. So it's worked out really well, to be honest. Well, it's a beautiful evening for driving lorries around. That's worked out really well. There isn't an embargo in Cumbria. I think there's like local ones around tourist spots and things like that, but I've not been anywhere near any tourist spots. Certainly isn't one on the M6. So it's given me enough time to get the machine on and give it a good sweep, because it needed a good sweep, and chain it all down and get it right. And then by the time, with the nature of the movement order, I've got to go from Brampton up to Carlisle to get on the motorway, junction 44 to come back. So that's quite a long way, really. So it just give me about, all I needed was about 15 minutes of TV, you know, grab a brew and hang loose for a bit. And now I can go straight on through. By the time I get to the border between Cumbria and Lancashire, it's 6 o'clock, and I'll have a clear run all the way back to the yard. So that's mega. So even better, just pull in there, who's behind me. Dan Bradbury from Big Dan from Miller's Recovery with a big 750 recovery lorry. So he passed me flying this morning with a 8-wheeler drain suction kind of lorry. and he was due to get a recovery from, so he whizzed that up to Carlisle, dropped it off at a dealer or whatever, and he was due to go and get another one up from Glasgow, and it got cancelled. So there you go, we're pretty much about even, aren't we? Just cutting up now. So he was getting rung up just then, just as I said hello, I had a quick chat, and he was getting rung up for another job, because that's recovery for you, it never stops. These lads, people who do recovery, it's a life in itself. It totally is a life in its own. So we're having a good drive. We've just had another surprise as well, and I've got to say, at the moment it sounds really good. But we'll see. The man from the TV programme texted me while I stopped for my lunch this afternoon, and he said, are you moving anything big tomorrow? Right, as if I know that. I don't know, well, kind of thing. I don't know. So I suggested he rang the plant manager and said, you've just picked the wrong day, because I've just moved the 40-ton digger and I'm going to have to go and get a crusher now. So next news, I'm going to Anglesey to go and get the 350 that's been sat there for ages. I've got to say, it's been there for a long time. And Martin, the TV producer, is going to come with me and film it, so that'll be fun. So I don't think that was going to be my original job for the day. So I think that's it needs doing. It's got to be done. But I think usually they save those kind of things for a Saturday and send me up and get it on a Saturday, because really Friday's a really busy day for getting out 13 tonners on building sites and things like that, and picking up stuff that's finished hires. You know, it's not really the best day to go trundling off to North Wales and back for the day. So I'm not knocking it, I'm not complaining. And even better, we said to him, well, I've got a crusher on, do you want to film it getting it off tomorrow morning? He went, yeah. So when I get back tonight, I don't even have to take the crusher off. It's going to film it in the morning. So for a long day, I think it's worked out really well, I've got to say. And we're home. That'll do. It's late o'clock, so we're leaving it. But we're going to leave it because the TV man wants to film it. He wants to film us taking it off in the morning. So I'm fine with that, that's no problem at all. So that's just a safe trip back. Bit dusty, nothing too bad. So that is Thursday night done. Thought it might be a long one today, and I wasn't surprised. Good night, folks. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Morning. We've got a TV cameraman with us. How's that? That's a bit mad, isn't it? When you've got a film crew with you, you buy the coffees. Cool, isn't it? Yeah, I've been looking for parking. So we just stopped now. We've got this in Anglesey at CMP's. Nice and clean. And we're off for dinner. Double chains, like we have to do these days. This is on, they can get past. And Martin, or the production company, have been kind enough to buy me my lunch, so I can live with camera that. Fitting. Say hello, Martin. This is Martin. This is my producer. So the YouTube's getting more professional all the time, got to say. What do you think? Friday night, we're done. She's home. Not a bad looking machine, that. Nice one to go on telly with. And we've got this one to be going on with for Monday. Great solar one, look like a mini digger. Feels like it. So she's on. I don't really like leaving heavy machines on over the weekend, but it's got to go super early on Monday morning, so it has to be done now. You can't be doing this at 4:30 on a Monday morning in the rain, in the dark, when you could have done it in mild weather on a Friday evening. So my tyres are in good nick, we'll be okay, there's nothing to worry about. Let's just get the thing done. So it's a late finish for me, but we're done. We're all loaded and ready, and we're safe, ready for Monday. So have a nice weekend, folks. This is my long weekend off. Hopefully we'll see you all again on Monday. Take care, bye bye.